Shalom, impromptu, but nevertheless, I decided to come through. All right, family. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of the low IQ and how they try to associate that with black folk. You understand? Does that make much sense to y'all? How they try to associate low IQ with us? Oh yeah, you see Hannibal Lecter up on deck right there. Hannibal Lecter, yeah. Old Ray about to give him a piece of his mind. But nevertheless, they romanticize it. They romanticize this type of debauchery. Yeah, they romanticize this stuff. They put their villains on pedestals with the statues and stuff. Oh yeah, they name cities after rapists. Columbus, Ohio. Columbus this. Columbus Day. Yeah, that's that lie IQ. Them folks did so much evil, they decided to give them holidays and cities and so forth. But yeah. See, our problem is we send our kids to school to get taught by them. You know, Malcolm X said something profound. He said only a fool will send his children to his enemies to get taught. Think about it. That's just like sending your kids to the devil. But nevertheless, let me keep getting into it. Let me dig a little deeper. Now, how is it they said we got high IQ, but they run the education department? Huh? They control the education department, but somehow we are responsible for low IQ. Seems like the teacher should be fired. All right. How many of y'all are aware? You know, they run around here giving all these shots. Let me do a quick search right quick. How many shots children have to have? How many? Bear with me. For school. Let me see a list. Let me see. I'm looking for a list. I need a definite number. I'm going somewhere. Okay. Let me see. Can I find a list? Let me do a list. I know it's about 80. Last time I checked, it was about 80. But yeah, y'all do that. Y'all do that on your own. But nevertheless, I'm going somewhere. Let me show y'all. The reason why I said that. I got to go back to my thing and share my screen. Did y'all know melanin holds in heavy metals? Dark skin holds in heavy metals. It can work with you as long as you're getting something you need, like zinc and copper. But when you're getting some mercury and some aluminum that's in these shots, it hold it in. Okay? Let me show it to you. Hold on. Now it's starting to make sense. Remember I asked the question in that video, unnatural selection, why they hell been on using white lab mice if everybody is biologically the same? Yeah. The melanated mice keeps in the toxins, and the demelated mice can get rid of it. In other words, they can take the same shot and get different effects. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it ain't some parents at fault for their children not learning. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying, you don't get to poison us and then talk about and then blame us for you poisoning us. You ain't gonna do that. We balance scales over here. All right, now look. I asked, you know, does melanin hold heavy metals in the body. Yes, melanin can bind and sequester heavy metals in the body. Now, y'all, how many of y'all heard that aluminum causes autism, Alzheimer's? Yeah, aluminum. Let me see if this information up here still or have they changed it. Yeah, let me see here. It should be a scientific information. Alzheimer's. Yep, it's pulling up in the search. Hold on. Now there's no conclusive evidence. But it used to say yes. Okay? You do your own research, okay? Look at it like this from a biblical perspective. The Most High, he didn't create you to be getting all this stuff, okay? All right? Studies show that rabbits injected with high doses of aluminum develop signs are similar to Alzheimer's. This is 1965. And what's a high dose? All right. It used to be common knowledge. But let me move on. You just keep digging. Okay? Let's keep digging. All right, now, I'm going to get back to this. So, black folks, you might want to detox. Yeah, detox. And try and avoid this stuff like the plague. And another thing that causes stinking thinking is not eating a balanced diet. Okay? Just start detoxing. Okay? Get this stuff out your body. All right? Look at the ingredients. If you got a paragraph of ingredients and you don't know what the words are, it's probably bad. But nevertheless, let me move on. Ain't no need of me. I'm just showing you where to go. All right. All right, now. But yeah, dark skin holds in metals. They figured that out. All right, let me see here. Let me move on. Now, here's another search. List of heavy metals in them shots. Aluminum and mercury. Heavy metals. Now you got two right there. Well, what they rename mercury? Mercury thimerosal. Yeah, they'll change the name. Think about that. If it ain't bad, why you got to change the name for the same thing? All right. I don't get them. But anyway, I'm not telling you what to do, but I don't. And my mind been getting sharper. It's that is. My mind been getting sharper. I'm less tired. But yeah. Start on them natural remedies. They work. They pricing you out of the medical industry anyway. You might as well start trying to find you some natural cures, natural remedies. The Most High made medicines from the earth. Matter of fact, let me go to it. It's in the Apocrypha, the book they took out the Bible. Let me see. Ecclesiasticus. Let me see here. Let me see here. They took these books out the Bible. Let me go down here. All right, here we go. Now, let me see here. Is it Ecclesiasticus 38:4? Oh, y'all can't see that. Hold on. Right here. Yahweh has created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not hate them. See, notice they don't kill nothing. I don't know how I got on this, but doggone it. They don't kill nothing. They don't kill nothing. Look. Who created the medicines out of the earth? Huh? And he that is wise will not abhor them. All right. Now, this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. Notice, yeah, this used to be in the Bible. They took it out. Yeah. But anyway, let's see here. Get your mind right. Start looking around. Okay? Start looking around. Okay? I done gave you biblical scripture. Start looking around. Now, you don't want to go out here and grab some weed they done sprayed Roundup on. You don't want to do that now. Now, come on, use common sense. You understand? Use common sense. Know what you're getting and where you're getting it from. But nevertheless, let me get back on this low IQ. All right, now let's get back on this low IQ. But yeah, think about it. Let me see here. Let me look low. Let me see here if they're gonna be honest. Let's see. Let me see side effects of heavy metal. It won't even. Let me see here. Okay. Now, heavy metals can cause various. That's that ain't good. Neurological issues, including cognitive decline, movement disorders, and nerve damage. But you got them. But you got them right here. You got them right here. Okay? You think for yourself. Think for yourself. That's all I'm telling you. Think for yourself. All I know is I started avoiding this stuff and my memory started coming back. LIA. My memory started coming back. Focus. Not tired. That's all I can tell you about me. And I started getting on this right here. Started getting on this. See? Yeah. Let me show it to y'all again. Ecclesiasticus in the 1611 Bible, 38, chapter 38, verse 4. Yahweh has created medicines out of the earth, not out of the pharmacy. And he that is wise will not abhor them. Let me show you pharmacy in Revelation. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. I didn't intend to go on this. I didn't intend to go on this, but I'm here now. Let me do it this way. Let's see here. Let me go to Revelation. Let me do it another way. Bible by sorcery. I think I should have put it plural. Revelation 18:3. All right, Revelation 18:23. Now, this is the end. This is the end of Babylon, the whole world system. Some people say it's America. I say it's the whole system. You look at the book of Daniel, it's the whole world system. But I'm not gonna argue. Ain't no need to argue over that. That's something minor. Let me see, where was it at? 18:3. Yeah, I need some rest. 18:23. Now let me go right here. Let me show y'all something. That word is a pharmaceutical. Let me see. Revelation 18:23. I didn't intend to go. I didn't know what I was going to say. I had an idea, but I didn't know what I was going to say. But let me show y'all that it's talking about pharmaceutical. They don't care nothing now. That's sorcery in itself. You think you go to them because you trust you going to get healed. But you ain't getting healed. You getting killed. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay, 18:23. All right, I'm finna show it to you. Revelation 18:23. All right. The light of a lamp, no, shall not shine any longer. Blue letter. Let me try the blue letter Bible. Hold on. Blue letter. Yeah, let me try this one so y'all can see it. It's the same thing, but y'all can't. 18:23. I want to make sure. I don't want y'all to think I'm just baiting and switching. All right, now. And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all. This is the end. And the voice of a bridegroom and bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For by thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries. You see this word right here. It shows you what was there and how they come up with sorcery. All right. Pharmakia. There go your pharmacy. I just want you to look at all the pictures. Think for yourself. Okay. Why is they giving you brain damaging ingredients? And you don't know they're giving you brain damaging ingredients. Pharmakia, pharmacy. See. Sorcery, magical arts. But there you go. Administration of drugs. But yeah. The deception and seductions and idolatry. Now, when somebody want to seduce somebody, what do they give them? Some alcohol, a drug called alcohol, a drug. But nevertheless, let me get back on my main thing. Let me keep going. All right, now. Let me close some of these tabs. Okay, now, how many of y'all are aware that they when after they got through? Hold on. Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. After they got through destroying our neighborhoods by putting the interstates right there, they used unleaded. They used gasoline with lead in it around our children. Lead. Right here. Now y'all see this was leaded gas, not unleaded. Leaded gasoline harmful in black neighborhood. You ask yourself, why would they put this stuff around black folks? Because they trying to destroy us. They ain't trying to help us. Leaded gasoline was harmful in black neighborhood because systemic racism led to disproportionate placement of toxic lead pollution in these communities, creating a legacy of environmental injustice. Factors like older deteriorating houses, some of them houses had lead paint in them. Industrial, that's another thing. They like to build their factories around black folks. You got Cancer Alley in Louisiana. You just research this stuff. They got these factories. They build the factories around us, and then talking about Negroes is out of control. Negroes is just stupid. Negroes got them low IQs. If you got low IQ, you don't have to sabotage. You don't have to sabotage people with low IQ. There's no need for racism with people with low IQ, right? All right, now, how systemic racism contribute to lead exposure, segregation. There's a reason why they got their troops out, they got their people out. We moved in, and here come the pollution. All right. Don't forget the crack epidemic. All right. Don't forget that. Now, here's another picture. This is something. See, I'm old enough. I'm barely old enough to remember lead was in the gas. Is in the gasoline. I'm barely just old enough to remember when they started using unleaded gasoline. You're paying them to take the lead out. But nevertheless, yeah. We balance scales over here. But that's about all I got. And you can get heavy metals through food, which is why you need to detox. You understand? I haven't did it lately, but I've looked on Martha White, and it had aluminum as the ingredient. Martha White bread had aluminum in it. Not all of it, but some of it. I don't want, and I left it right there on the shelf. This was probably about 10 years ago. But yeah, now I can't even find. You used to could Google the ingredients. I tried to find it, couldn't even find it. But yeah. All right, family. Any questions? Before they go to hollering about some low IQ, why is they over the why? Oh, I forgot. Why are they over the education system? Don't forget the deacon devil. See, these folks is all in our heads. You turn the television on, you're getting their thoughts. You go to Bible cemetery school, you're getting whitewashed lies and white supremacy watered down with white Jesus. That's what you get. The names don't sound Hebrew because they done transliterated them through European languages. Russian names sound Russian in English. Chinese names sound Chinese. Was Mandarin sound Chinese or whatever, Asian in English. Spanish names sound Spanish in English. But the Hebrew names don't sound Hebrew. And then, because you can't figure it out, you got a low IQ. But nevertheless, the Most High deals with his spirit. When he put his spirit in you, you adopt his thinking. His thoughts are not our thoughts, and our ways are not his ways. You got to get in there. You got to study. He gonna show you some stuff. Okay? Yeah. But anyway, think about this, family. They tell we got low IQs while idolizing J. Marion Sims. Experimenting on slave women and putting spoons in black babies' brains. J. Marion Sims. The father of they gynecology. See, that's that lie IQ kicking in, telling us George Washington and Thomas Jefferson was our founding fathers. No, they were slave owners. These folks hated us. That's that lie IQ. But anyway, family, y'all take it easy. Short work.